Making gold in free-to-play can be extremely challenging. Unfortunately, you don't have access to some of the best moneymakers in the game. In fact, you have access to very little. So in this video, I'll be highlighting some of the best money-making opportunities that free-to-play has to offer. I'll be going through a range of methods so that no matter what stage you are in the game, there will be an opportunity for you. So with that being said, let's jump straight into it. Our first method is fairly straightforward, making pie shells. Making pie shells can make you up to 200k an hour with the only requirements being some starting cash. And with that being said, you don't need much starting cash either. The only downside to making pie shells is it's not necessarily sustainable. You'll have to purchase the supplies to make these over a period of time. For example, the best time to buy the supplies will be right before you log out, so that when you next log in, the supplies are ready and waiting for you. This method is fairly straightforward and extremely AFK, definitely a good way to gain some early cash on a brand new account. Crafting emerald jewelry can be a very profitable way to level your crafting skill, with the ability to gain upwards of 84k crafting experience alongside profiting upwards of 170k an hour. This method can be very relaxing and a very profitable way to skill. The requirements for this method are at least level 27 crafting to be able to start crafting emerald rings. Alongside that, you'll need some starting cash. I'll leave a link in the description which will automatically calculate the best kind of emerald jewelry to craft alongside how much you'll profit by doing so. Our next method is also fairly straightforward, with the only requirement being some starting cash. The more you can invest into this method, the more you'll profit. The idea is to purchase feather packs from the fishing store in Port Sarim. You can bulk buy these packs for 200 coins each, or 2 GP per feather. You might be wondering, why would I want to buy some feathers for 2 GP? Well, the fact is you can flip these feathers for 3 GP on the Grand Exchange fairly quickly. I hear you say, wow, a 1 GP margin. And that would be correct, but when you can purchase upwards of 200,000 feathers an hour, it makes for a very profitable, sustainable, and long-term money-making method. Mining runite ore in free-to-play can be extremely profitable, especially for players who meet the requirements that might have just fallen out of members. With the ability to profit upwards of 450k an hour, this makes it one of the best moneymakers available to free-to-play, but it also comes with some risk. The only runite ores available to free-to-play are those in deep wilderness, so it's highly recommended you do these with some good combat gear and stats. The requirements for this money-making method are 85 plus mining and not required but highly recommended 40 plus defense with 25 plus magic for teleport spells. Our final money-making method for free-to-play is no doubt the fastest available method for free-to-play, even topping many of the pay-to-play money-making methods. This would be running items for skillers in free-to-play. Notable items would be big bones and rune crafting supplies. The idea is fairly straightforward. Your job is to run the supplies that the skiller provides you so that they can gain a much higher experience rate. The faster you run, the more you'll be paid. It's been known for some of the best runners in free-to-play to earn upwards of 4 million GP per hour. One of the notable methods would be running rune crafting supplies. The requirements of this are a skull scepter imbued, an air staff with Lumbridge teleport runes, and a body tiara equipped. The idea is to bank in Lumbridge via the free-to-play PvP world and then teleport using the Skull Scepter to Barbarian Village. This is where you'll run northwest to the body altar to supply this skiller with his rune crafting supplies. I've provided a Discord invite link in the description to join the free-to-play community. This is where you'll be able to find out more current information regarding methods and rates available. If you enjoyed today's video, click subscribe to see more of my future content, and thanks for watching.